Good afternoon. I don't know why I just said it like that. But anyways, big up, bless up, one love to everybody. I really said consciously to myself that I'm gonna stop uh maybe saying the same thing every time. Because sometimes it feels kind of weird when you're watching other videos and you hear the same intro or outro, and it's like, hold on a second, like I don't even know that person, me and that person don't even talk, you know what I'm saying? Because normally when you and somebody are friends, you guys talk a lot or whatever, you guys will start to sound alike, laugh alike, shit like that. So I just wanted to hop on real quick and thank everybody that has subscribed to my channel. I'm like I'm at a loss for words, and I'm a little taken aback because I don't know what I could have possibly said, did, or posted for 219 people to subscribe to my channel. But at the end of the day, like, I already know that the numbers don't really mean anything. There's channels that have thousands of people and maybe the same 2 likes that I get, you know what I mean? So I'm not really sure what um, directed the traffic here. Um, but I guess I should tell 219 people thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. You didn't have to press subscribe. If it was by accident, I totally understand if you unsubscribe. I was just listening to something on Facebook, and um, I guess it kind of made me want to share something. And the guy was basically saying that, that somebody loves you if, you could be vulnerable and truthful and honest and stuff like that. And I don't know if I'm going to post this. You know why? Because I don't know if certain people are on my channel. Some people know that I have a YouTube channel, but I didn't like give them my name or whatever. And some people are just very computer savvy, so I'm pretty sure they figured it out. So I'm hesitant, I'm reluctant, and I'm kind of embarrassed if certain people have come on my page and, heard me carrying on or whatever, but more than likely they kind of sort of know who I am, right? But back to what the guy was saying on Facebook. He was basically, talking about people that love you and stuff like that. And I've mentioned it in another video about learning to love myself and learning to tell other people I love you and stuff like that. And my heart's racing. So when the guy, holy shit, my heart's like beating out of my chest. The guy said something, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I was brought to tears because when everybody else ran, when everybody else ran, I can't even say it. Holy shit. Sorry. when everybody else ran. This person stayed. You know, just like how I'm crying now. You know, when I first met this person, I wasn't even able to get through a sentence because all I did was cry for Malachi, and he didn't flinch. He never flinched. His energy never changed, from then until now. And it's like, I'm just amazed at the fact that I could open up to somebody, be vulnerable, like literally vulnerable, and not be scared, not feel intimidated that I'm gonna be judged, or I'm gonna be punched, or I'm gonna be left black and blue, or the mental emotional fuck ups. But yeah, I just wanted to basically, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. I just wanted to basically say that if we have good people in our lives, we really gotta cherish them because they don't come around too often. And we should always try to express our appreciation and our gratitude for these people being around us, especially in a society today where it's ruled by social media and vanity and material items. The other day I just I couldn't even handle it. I was listening to people arguing and talking and boasting about houses and stuff like that, and it made me cry because I'm saying, wow, look at that. People are talking about who has Gucci and how much money they've donated, and there's people right up the street that just need a tent. Some people just want a tarp. When people are here, like, honestly, sometimes, like, so much people try to make me feel bad for where I live. You know what I'm saying? And that monster, that big old tusty, rusty, dusty, stinking. You guys know when you go to the barber shop, not the white people barber shop, the black people barber shop, and all of the nappy them is on the floor. And when I used to sweep up for Joe and for Sean Paul them, when they're cutting my son's hair, and sometimes, all of the man them would be in there, and I'd just start sweeping up, just to keep up. That's what that fucking big old rusty, tusty, stinking dinosaur looks like. All of them roll up, nappy pieces of hair on the fucking barber floor. People like things like that. That's calling property management to get me kicked out of my place. Driving up on my street. You're driving an hour and a half from where you live to come up here. Well, because I just came out of the hospital that day and I was sick, yo, you know what? I wouldn't have seen it, I wouldn't have seen it if, because I was so sick. I couldn't barely I could barely make it down the stairs, much less to make it across, the place there to go to the store. And my friend came, and I said, please, anybody that knows me and my ginger ale, right? And I said, please, could you go get me some ginger ale? And the person said to me, just get dressed and let's go. Like, let's go for a walk. Like, you need to, like, walk, you know? And it was January. It was January 21st, 2021. At approximately 6. I have the receipt. I was looking at it just the other day. And Luna, if you're listening, please, if you could verify for me that I'm not lying. And yeah, when we're exiting the store, and by the time like we got to the sidewalk, because I was like putting on my scarf and hat, and I was like, you know, kind of getting dressed and putting on my glasses and stuff like that, and the person like extended their arm, you know, like to stop me. I don't know if they thought that I wasn't paying attention, so they extended like their arm out, like, you know, across my stomach, like to stop me from going across the street. And the same time, see, like I'm all shaking, like the way how I'm yo, the way how I'm every time I think about it, yo, my what's Virgin. The way how this thing happened so fast, by the time the person extended out their arm across my belly, and I looked up, and then the person like looked at me, and then after I was like, why are you looking at me like that? And then the person turned and looked to the van. You know those soccer mom vans, like a Caravan or a Dodge or whatever those like, you know, those minivans, but it was like a Caravan, you know, and like a gold tannish color. And when we see the bombo clad humpa balumpa, we said, no, no, no. My brethren goes, no way God made the same mistake twice. No fucking way. Nobody could be that. Nope, 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 nope. That's her, that's her, that's her. And then the shock kicked in. We were like, what the fuck? Like, we're like, what is she even doing up here? Like, how would she end up all the way up here? The highway's that way. The highway's this way. The schools are that way. Like, so why would she be on this street, like right here by the house? Um, and that was after property management. I don't know if it called or emailed or what they did, but all these females that were on Facebook, and then now they've um gone over to what's it called, Instagram, and all of these things, they're all a bunch of bullies. They're all a bunch of pathological liars, habitual liars. And especially with that thing, you know, when you lie about where you're born, where your parents come from, like, basic, that's some basic shit. Some basic shit. And you're gonna lie about that, you're gonna lie about everything else. Everything else that you said has to be questioned. The same way this thing is going on innocent, that people are picking on its kids, but meanwhile you've been sitting on the internet gathering information for years on people's everything. That's why Jamaican P had to cuss her off. I said she's not a fan, she's a fan belt. Or when the people them say she look like a Wally British, I'ma say, yo, take that as a compliment. Yo, it was mad. Yo, Wally. You don't say Wally British, a hot girl. Eh? You lucky, says Smaddy. I say you look like a Wally British. But my whole thing is, people are out here suffering, just want a tent, just want a piece of tarp, a piece of carpet. And people are out here bragging and boasting about how much houses, or how much their house costs, and house and house. And stainless steel and car, and it's dumb. Because guess what? You can't take none of that with you. None of that. And sometimes people drop dead, end up sick before they could even write a will, or they could even. That shit means nothing. And it's the same way you learn that clothes, looks, and all that means nothing. A lot of times we base our relationships on looks and sex appeal and stuff like that. You know, for example, look how much girls are putting their body on the internet, snatching their body, but mans ain't wifing them up. Why? Uh, no, the sweetest one I saw the other day. This girl constantly puts up naked pictures on the internet and says, I'm really shy, I'm really. It's like, which part of you is shy? Yo, which part of you is shy? Which part of you is shy? But, anyways, you know, people just gotta be a little bit more cognizant of, you know, what they're putting out there into the universe. What they, I always told my son, it's not what you say, but how you say it. You could tell somebody fuck off, and they could take it one of two ways, right? So, your tone always matters. And, that's the next thing. That shows that someone cares is their tone. It's not what they say, but how they say it. And sometimes, like, if the person would say something and it's maybe a trigger or something, the communication is there. Communication, talking. But at the end of the day, if this person realizes, okay, well, this isn't going to work, or Natalie doesn't like that, or I say, okay, so and so doesn't like that, we change that behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's being grown. And that's another thing about apologies and stuff like that. That's why I don't really believe in apologies, because people will just apologize for their own self-serving reasons, but it's the behavior, the attitude. you know I feel sorry for a lot of these guys that are under these girls' manipulation and control spells. And it's just even more sad that so much guys are out there saying, oh, I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in that hocus pocus shit. Believe you me, I've been telling guys about the hocus pocus and the hokey pokey and the do it all around, and that's what it's all about. And a lot of them say, I don't believe in that, not cause me not believing in that. And when the girl tie up their blood clot, when the girl tie up their blood clot and they realize they're losing things, their life mash up, blah, 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 the girl's just a living nightmare. Guys, you gotta wise up. I told you this already. These girls are evil and lie. Yo, they lie, they lie, they lie, they lie, they lie. Yo, these girls could cry at the drop of a hat. These girls practice to cry. And because they know that the crying soften up some man. But yo, you guys need to find some man like Jed. Kick them on. Jed don't give a fuck about your feelings. You know what I'm saying? He has to really like you. And thank God for guys like him and all my next brethren, them naughty Brits. Like, thank you, everybody, all of the real man them that was in my life. I said, mm. When I wanted to go with them to the strip club, and them I said, are we gonna pimp you? What the fuck you going to the strip club with us for? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I want to go with you guys. I want to see what you guys are doing. I want to. They're like, nah, brethren, this isn't for you. This one you have to sit out. Just stay here until we come back. And them teach me about gala sell pussy and the girls that they value, and knockers don't do this, knockers don't do that. And I'm the type of person, I'm always asking guys like a million questions, you know. A big up to all the guys that have been in my life that, you know, Tony and Trevor, you guys were on me about my weight and the diet, about flour and white stuff and eating. Oh my gosh. Like, trust me, sometimes when you guys hear me, you know, talking about certain people, like I have specific people that are in my mind, especially the people that think I'm stupid, the people that underestimate me, or people think that they got away with things because I didn't say anything to them or I didn't call them out on it. But yeah, whatever you guys have said and done to me is already said and done on to you. And for that big old rusty tusty bum that loves to talk about my son and find it funny that my son died, and you want to spread all kind of propaganda and instigate all kind of things, and then think that your fucking sons can't be touched. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, dear Father God, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation to stab them in their neck, but deliver us from evil, like the big old black boogie monster. Deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. May these bitches know. May these bitches know that their face is gonna get stomped out like grapes with some big old rusty some original Doc Martens and some original Timberland blood clot boot in your face.